Oh, wait a second. I just realized. What if the journals that I've been gathering, you know, Sanamiya's journals, those might very well, be leading me to the other things that I need to find. To, like, Picky's Resonator and Beacon. Those are probably going to be in the same spot. Like, if I just find Picky, I'll find those. Yeah, no, there's just a lot of stuff. I know that Sand's Torch is in here. Yeah, so I think it's just Sand's Torch in here. So, after that, I'll just have to figure out where the rest of everything is. Nope. Really? I got stuck on that? Oh, I got rattles! Oh, whoa, hey! Hey, calm down there, Charis. I like how this farmer doesn't even notice me. Like, he didn't even notice me at first, he was just standing about. I mean, he was minding his own business. I'm the one who came in here, attacked him, his friends, his family, killed him with his own trap. Like, I'm the bad guy in this situation. I'm gonna steal this torch from them. I'm gonna guess that the torch is magical and it just never goes out or something, which would be nice. But I also want to take a look at that axe, the pickaxe that I found. Lucas pickaxe. Ooh, okay, so it's a Stalrim pickaxe. That is lovely. I like that a lot. That's really cool. Alright, goody, goody. It doesn't have a unique effect at all, but still. It's a unique model, it's a unique texture. And it's Stalrim. Stalrim's always really cool. I wonder if... Do you think I can use that pickaxe in place of the ancient Nordic pickaxe to mine Stalrim? Stalrim would be able to mine Stalrim, right? That makes sense. Like, diamond is the only thing that can cut diamond. So on and so forth. Yeah, I know I've been poisoned. I know I have rattles. Pretty sure I have a cure disease potion. I would be surprised if I didn't. It seems like a very necessary thing to have at all times. Potion of cure disease. Just one. So, I'm gonna need more. And I have a carry weight of 700 because of my, my backpack. My never-ending backpack, or whatever it was called. Sans Torch. Completed. Find Sans Torch. Journal. Sans. I've delved into dungeons far deeper and greater than this, but I fear this will be my final resting place all the same. My bronze torch has long been my greatest companion and greatest tool, able to ward off the fiercest of wild beasts and fend against the greatest of blows from men, but apparently doesn't stand up well to Falmer arrow fire. The torch I discovered deep inside a Dwemer ruin a number of years ago, and was lit, which made me fear that the ruins were playing host to some other adventurer or worse, bandit, but as I explored, I found only the Dwemer automatons. After finding my way through a few spiders and picking a few locks, I eventually found my back out. Found my back out, and all the while the torch remained lit. Seems that anytime the torch is lit, it remains so until extinguished due to some manner of magic. It also seems to provide a much better boon to defense than your typical torch. Alas, though, I feel the last of my life draining away. If any should happen upon me and this journal, please take the torch and bear it well. Alright, I will. Well, thank you. Argonian account, pretty sure I have that already, but oh well. I got to a point where nothing else was showing up on my map in Skyrim for tools of the trade, and I realized the reason for that would very well be, or very well might likely be, that the items are in Solstheim. So I came over to Solstheim, and yeah, lo and behold, everything is here. We have something right here in Raven Rock even, which makes my life, you know, a lot simpler, but everything is just kind of all over everywhere, it looks like. But it shouldn't be too hard to get to everything, or anything in particular. Didn't really want to jump that way. Yeah, I realized after I jumped that was not my best decision. But what I'm thinking is, you know, I'll get all the items here on Solstheim, and then I will go and explore the locations that were revealed in Sanamiya's journal, or in her journals, because there's multiple of them. Because that ought to lead to something too. And I think by the time I'm done with all that, hopefully I will have enough stuff on display in the museum that I can get to the next stage of the quest. And as I've said before, there are multiple things you can do to increase the amount of items you have displayed. You can put books on displays, stuff like that. It makes it a lot easier to kind of get that count up.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Thank you, Rallis.
There's something you need.
Wait.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, why is Rallis marked? Yeah, no, Rallis is marked on, Well. Alright, Rallis.
Sirrah,
Yep, I need you to come with me.
I owe you that much.
Why? I need to trade some things with you. Maybe it's on him.
Whatever you say, boss.
Maybe it's an item in his inventory. Oh yeah, there it is. Schneider's Sextant. Look at that. The texture is... well, it's just not consistent with Skyrim vanilla textures, but other than that, it's fine. Oh! Hoarfrost, wait a second. I remember this. I need this for, I need that for the museum, so thank you, Rallis. And, you know, now it's time for us to part ways.
Well, then I'm going to head back and get myself a drink. Maybe I'll see you soon.
Maybe you will. Alright. That was simple enough. I got confused when I saw the marker over his head, but I was like, well, let's just see what he has on him. Every time I come back to Solstheim, I think the same thing. I think, wow, I really like Solstheim. I really like the textures of the houses and the doors and everything in Raven Rock. I don't know, I just always really liked the DLC and the aesthetic that it had. And it always made me a little bit upset that, you know, that there weren't more DLCs or expansions for Skyrim. Like, I realized that it would have taken a lot more time, but imagine if instead of, you know, making 1,000 different remasters for Skyrim like they've done, imagine if Bethesda had instead put that time and effort, or even just dedicated a team to making more DLCs, more expansions and stuff like that. Because I remember when Skyrim first came out, everyone got really excited because they realized that... oh, that's right, you missed. Oh, I fell. Okay, that's my bad. But when Skyrim first came out, one thing that everyone realized, or not everyone, but some people realized, was that the entire landmass of Tamriel was present in the game. And Bethesda even said, like, oh, the reason for that was because... just so that, you know, when you look out in any direction, you'll be able to see what should be out there. So you can see... it's a very low poly texture, or a low poly model, but there's a very low poly model of the White Ghoul Tower, so you can still see that off in the distance, at least. But Bethesda had also said, it's like, oh, well, there's no guarantees, but because we have all this there, just as a frame of reference, there's always the possibility that we could do something with it. That we could use it for DLCs, expansions, etc. And, I mean, I didn't ever expect that we'd get all of Tamriel added to Skyrim. That's just not going to happen. It's not even going to happen with ESO. Although ESO's done a pretty decent job at adding a lot of different landmasses and everything. Sanamia's Journal. Alright. In honor of the Iliac Bay's Day of the Dead, Volthoom. Alright, so it's gonna take me somewhere in Volthoom. But no, it's unfortunate. It's like, I wish that there was more of Tamriel added to Skyrim. Which, yes, we do have wonderful mod authors working on that. We have mod authors who are going to add pretty much everything as long as they can. I mean, we got Beyond Skyrim Bruma, and all the other Beyond Skyrim mods that are being worked on currently. There's supposed to be an announcement about Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil soon, so I'm keeping my eyes open for that. But, I don't know. I wish that there had been more added to Skyrim. I feel like Skyrim was a game that had a lot of traction. Skyrim was a game that had a lot of popularity, and, I mean, it still does. Look at the fact that these Skyrim mod videos still get a decent amount of views. And, yes, Bethesda realized that Skyrim had a lot of traction and had a lot of potential just in terms of monetization. Oh, Jesus. They realized how much traction and potential it had. And that's why they remastered it 1,500 times. Oh, what's going on here? I get freaked out by the guy, not by the Reeklings. Alright. Hey, Mr. Halbarn. I also realized that it's infinitely easier to just remaster a game 1,000 times as opposed to make new content for said game.
I'm sticking around for a while.
I'm just gonna
Think
take
about
this.
ways to make yourself useful.
Wait a second. There's nothing here.
Yes?
So the quest markers point to me right
Here's
here.
a man I'm glad to see.
But I don't see whatever it is that I am looking
Have
for.
enough problems around here without having to build that blasted thing outside. Thanks for helping us wake up and move off it.
Okay.
I hate most of the travelers that
Let's see what's supposed to be here. Senomia's Journal, Volume 5. Okay.
through here. But you've shown yourself as one of the better ones.
I guess I'll just take a look around, see if I can find it. If not, I can always just spawn it here. Alright. So I
It's
just...
good to have trustworthy souls in this place.
Sure. So what I did was I just went into the console commands because I could not find it here at all. And what I just did is I did, you know, help, Senomia's Journal, and it listed 6 books. So I just typed in the code for the 5th one, figured that would be, you know, the 5th journal. Makes sense to me. Tried player.place at me. It wasn't placed at me. The book wasn't anywhere. So I just did player.add item. And it's in my journal, or in my inventory, rather. And I got credit for that, so that's all that matters, right? So, Senomia's Journal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless I already read this one. Pine Moon Cave. So now I'm just making sure that I didn't mess this up. In the sense that I didn't get a new quest in regards to like, oh, explore this place, explore that place. But it seems I didn't, no. This would be the one, because the wolf, I'm guessing that's, you know, tribute to Blood Moon. Pine Moon Cave. Okay, so if there is something to be found, it's going to be in Pine Moon Cave. Oh, there we go, never mind. I was just getting a little bit ahead of myself. Okay. But yeah, just going back to what I was saying, it's unfortunate about Skyrim. Once again, I understand why Bethesda didn't spend all that time making more DLCs when, you know, they had Fallout 4 that they wanted to develop. They have other things they're working on, but at the same time, it would have been nice if a DLC team had been set aside or had been made just to make more DLCs for Skyrim, because I think there would have been a lot... well, a lot there. I think there would have been a lot of money there for them, which, you know, in the end, it's... Bethesda's a company. That's always their bottom line. They're always looking to make money, to do something that is going to be profitable. And I think if they had made more Skyrim expansions, not even necessarily like huge ones, they don't need to add entire provinces to the game. They can add areas kind of like the size of Solstheim. There's plenty of options there, I think at least. And I think that would have still worked really well for them. And I think that, you know, Skyrim had a lot more potential just in terms of content, which is why we have so many incredible mods, because mod authors are realizing the potential of Skyrim and what can be added to the game. So I'm happy for mod authors, and I do wish that Bethesda had, I don't know, devoted more time to the game as it was, and keeping it, you know, supported, I guess I would say. Oh well, there's always hope that they'll do that with the next Elder Scrolls game, but, well, who knows. Alright, I'm just gonna swim up north to find the last of Senomia's journals. Looks like it's in another Reekling camp. I guess Senomia had a thing for Reeklings. It would seem so, because, I mean, I also realize that half of Solstheim is just Reekling camps anyway, but everywhere I go, looking for one of her journals, it's just all Reeklings. Senomia's journal. Alright, let's read that. Oh. So is this going to take me to keep a sharp eye out for the phantasmal chest? What? Okay, so this Oh, is this what she's been looking for the entire time? The phantasmal chest? I've searched far and wide for the mythical snow elven reliquary of riches and knowledge known only as the phantasmal chest. This magical coffer is ghostly in form, and as tales tell, will appear completely randomly in places all across Skyrim, awaiting for a single day and night for someone to discover it before vanishing into thin air, only to reappear somewhere else. That does sound very hard to find, yes. I've searched for months, camping in various locales in hopes of catching a glimmer of the glowing translucent chest. The other nights I swore that I saw it only to discover that it was in fact the glow of a wisp mother. I was so angry that I actually attacked and defeated the thing. I broke down afterwards, realizing the gravity of the situation I could have been in. A few days later, I actually caught a glimmer of the chest. I was at the excavation site in Angarvund and glanced up as I was going back inside and saw the ghostly chest. My heart leapt and then sank into my stomach as it faded away. A few weeks later, I spotted it again at Argwin Pass. I was investigating a coffin laying under a pair of crossed arches and saw it up on the ridge to the east. I dropped what I was doing and immediately ran towards it. I swear I came within mere feet of it before it once again vanished. I waited in that exact spot, dropped my tent, and set up a fire and waited for 3 whole days and nights before giving up. I swear, this chest is going to be the death of me. I wonder if it was. I honestly wonder if it was. I mean, I'm guessing it's just on a, I'm guessing that the chest is on a schedule. Okay, I really can't jump up here. Really, game? Like, it's 2 feet in the air. Let me just jump. I'm guessing it's on a schedule where, you know, it's like Morndos, it'll show up here. Turdos, it'll show up here. And it's amazing to me that she didn't think to consider that. Or that she didn't write down the, you know, what day of the week she was at each of those locations. Because then, well, if she had done that, then it wouldn't be very hard for me to figure out when to be there. So that would eliminate the challenge of me finding the chest, I suppose. I'm hoping that the phantasmal chest is something I can... Well, no, I was going to say hopefully it's something I can take to the museum, but that wouldn't make sense, because if it's a teleporting chest, how am I going to bring it to the museum? It would just vanish from the museum if I took it there.
It's a bad time to get lost, friend.
Yeah, bad time, lost. We're not friends. Down you go. Alright, awesome. So that's all 6 of Sanamia's journals, which just leaves a couple more items left to find. And then we'll be done with this very long, very long quest. Alright. Oh, we got another Reekling camp. Once again, all the Reekling camps in the world. Wait a second. I honestly don't remember this, is this supposed to be like some sort of scarecrow to scare off people? It's not working. Oh. Was there always a trapdoor in here, or is that new? I'm guessing that's new to the mod. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that just vanilla-wise there's not much in here. Ooh. A venturine. Card of arms. A painting. Alright, good. I got some stuff that I need. Always happy about that. Oh, right up against... Oh, no, that was the floor, not the wall. Alright. Ooh, Picky's Beacon. Journal. Picky's. Dwemer research notes by Micklin Picky Waltvale. 8th of 2nd seed. Today I finally made a breakthrough on my research into Dwemer skyships. The tablets I translated from the ruins on the coast of Manavia make reference to a hidden tower, but not one over or under the land. If I am interpreting this right, there is, or rather was, an outpost hidden in the Iliac Bay somewhere. This is too good not to investigate. I'll take this proposal to my colleagues and see about proving my theory true. This could change the way we look at the Dwemer and their movements around Tamriel. 11th to 2nd seed. I'm writing this from the back of our expedition cart. We plan to travel to the Isle of Balfira, and from there rent a boat. I believe we'll find it somewhere between the Isle and Daggerfall. I haven't told my colleagues, but this is merely a hunch and not something I translated. Well, that's never a good thing to keep from them. 27th to 2nd seed. We've been crossing back and forth across the bay for what feels like an eternity. My crew and my friends are getting very sick of this constant bad luck. At least the weather is on our side. If we don't find something soon, I won't have enough gold to keep the captain paid. 5th of mid-year. When we were all ready to turn back, we found something. No more than a few feet wide, but it's definitely a small platform of Dwemer origin. There's a sealed door heading down inside too. We're throwing everything we have at it to get it open. 7th of mid-year. I'm writing this from inside my first major discovery. Looking around the rooms we've had access to, there are many references to touching the heavens. Perhaps this tower was once taller? I think we found some kind of control room, but the boilers in this place have run dry long ago. Luckily, we had a lot of crates on board that are being broken down to relight them. I'm anxious what we might find if we can restore the lights and locks. 8th of mid-year. What a discovery! The boiler's lit and the control room shows us a map with a number of markers on it. Could these be dormant Dwemer airships? 9th of mid-year. Most of these possible airships are way too far into the ocean to find. I wonder if it was deliberate. There is one that might be possible. It seems to be on the Isle of Solstheim, to the north of Morrowind. I'm growing concerned about what we may have woken up in this place. As more boilers start up, I wonder what could be stirring. Many of the doors are still sealed off. Many of the following pages are stuck together. It looks like it got very wet. And nothing in the satchel, nothing in the knapsack. Is that everything that's down here? Wait a second. No, it's not. No, it's not. Alright, so... what can I... oh, no, never mind. That's not a door. Alright, I know what this means. It's magic time. Let's do... flames. The ice is melting. Keep it up. I still love this feature. I'm so happy about this feature. It's my favorite. Alright. Picky's Resonator. Boom. Alright. That's almost everything, I think. Oh. Someone died here. Withered Corpse. Oh, they just had 6 gold. I was hoping there would be something interesting on him. Where is... okay, there's the trap door. So I think that's everything for this quest, right? Let's just check. Journal. Tools of the trade. What do we have left? We have Sir Jesto's Patchwork Cloak, which I don't see marked on my map at all. No, it's not. It's not marked on this map. It wasn't marked in Skyrim, so I'm not sure. So maybe I'll just put a pin in this, and I'll come back to it later. But for now, I'll head to the museum, put some stuff on display as usual. And, oh, can't fast travel because there's enemies nearby, of course. Alright, well, like I said, I'm just going to head back to the museum, get everything on display, and then we'll figure out what the next course of action is. Alright, so a quick thing, because I just came back to the museum and I decided to look through my inventory, and I did pull up the map, which I believe I got from the Explorers Guild house. And it's very hard to read just because I can't really make the map any bigger than this, but it does say, last known location of Sir Jesto was Sancretor. And Sancretor, well, Sancretor is technically in Cyrodiil, so I can't really get there right now. It's not a vanilla location. I'm guessing that means it's a location added by the map, which would mean that I can't reach it yet because I haven't uncovered it, or at least I don't know how to reach it yet. So that might just come up later, so it's a good thing that I'm going to put a pin in Sir Jesto's Patchwork Cloak for now. But like I said, let me just put everything where it should be in the museum, and then we can go about getting all of these various things that Santa Mia, you know, left notes for us for in her wonderful, wonderful journals.